In Chapter 4, there is only one account under owner's equity, which is owner's capital, but there are many questions that cannot be answered by looking at this ledger, such as how much did the business spend? How much on rent? Are the wages fair? How much did the owner withdraw for personal use? Those questions cannot be answered. Therefore, we need a new system now that can help us provide more information. Now it's time to introduce the expanded ledger. The expanded ledger provides essential information about the progress of the business, and this information is important to managers and owners to see if the business is profitable and to make good decisions. The capital account is now divided into revenue, expenses, drawings, and net income or loss can also be calculated. Introducing the new accounts. First of all, it is revenue, which is the sales of goods or services, and it is an increase in income or capital. Common accounts include interest revenue, rental revenue, royalties, and fees earned. Expenses. There are costs associated with revenue, such as rent, advertising, utilities, and wages. It is a decrease in quality resulting from the operation of the business. Common accounts include wage expense, rental expense, utilities expense, advertising expense, car expense. Net income or loss is the difference between the total revenue and total expense. Expenses need to be lower than revenue in order to gain a profit. And lastly, it is the drawing accounts. The owner will regularly take out funds for their own livelihood. It is a decrease in equality, and it is not considered as expense because it doesn't help to generate revenue. The original capital account can now be divided into those four accounts. Capital, fees earned, which is revenue, followed by the owner's drawings. It should also include owner's name in front of drawings. And lastly, there are the expenses. Now let's move on to a real example. We'll first write the business name, income statement, and also the date. We'll start with revenue, followed by all the expense accounts, and lastly calculate the net profit or loss. Chart of accounts can help organize the expanded ledger. It is customary to create a number system for all of its accounts. It is used for identification and references. A chart of account is a list of ledger accounts and their numbers are arranged in the ledger order. That brings us to the end. Thank you for watching.